Hello, my beautiful Cancers, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a read for you and who, okay? And that could be the other person or another side of a situation, all right? So please note that. Now that the who person could be a friend, family member, it could be a significant other, it could be a person of interest, it could even be a spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, that type of thing, okay? So do take note of that. Now I have the window open because I have my little Bella sitting outside here. So if you hear a little bit of noises, probably a lot of the birds or whatever, she's just enjoying watching the birds fly around. And there's a lot of them today. So, here's to our furry friends, right? Lots of love. All right, so let's do this. Let's see what's in store. This will actually be, again, like I mentioned, from the 16th through the 30th of November. It's a general read, so that goes without saying. So if you're looking for a personal read to tap into your own personal energies, then go to theguidedintuitive.com up there and we'll go ahead and get you started, okay? All right, so let's see what's in store. And I do want to thank all of you that have ordered the Beyond the Read sessions. They have been doing fantastic. We have been slaying emotional, baggage. We have been totally, slaying a lot of those self-limiting beliefs. So a lot of you out there are actually being able to unpack a lot of this and to be able to move forward. And this is the perfect time to do it, to kind of do the cleanup before the new year hits. So it's absolutely wonderful. And if you are interested in that and like to know a little bit more information on how to get to the root of the situation and rid of that so you're able to move on, do check that out up here, somewhere up here on my description box below. It is called the Beyond the Read session. For those of you that are not sure what service to use, because I do a combination of coaching and the Beyond the Read or read, book the discovery session for yourself. It is complimentary. It is up there. We'll chat a little bit, see what's best for you, and see what it is that you want to rid of to actually live your best life ever. Whether it's that relationship, whether it's that job, that business, or whatever the situation is, or just life overall, right? Feeling a lot more freer. So do note that. I'll leave that up there for you too. All right. So let's get down to it. All right. So what is in store for Cancer? Now, this is going to be how you feel about this person right now or this situation right now. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Oh, speaking of ridding of beliefs, right? We're using the tried and true Sacred Earth oracles, but this is about repetition. So sorry for the glare, guys, but this is about repetition. That something is happening, obviously, again and again and again. All right, and I think you're really recognizing that and kind of putting a halt to it at this particular time. So that's what's coming into play here. The moon talks about things that are hidden, right? This is talking about a little bit of anguish, and I'm sure you can probably see that a little bit, that someone's kind of like, putting their head to their hand in this angst, in this worry, and some sort of fear, or it's a cycle that's continuing, right? And perhaps this person is finally recognizing that and understanding what's hidden is really what's on the subconscious, right? And it's about asking the subconscious mind what's going on, right? Because if we get too much in here, we can't really think about that, right? The mind wants to think differently than your subconscious. So that is the purpose of the service that I offer, and it's absolutely wonderful. I have lived it, gone through it myself, and since 2006, and it is the most amazing thing, and I'm really putting it into play right now. So if you want to take it a step further, do give me a shout in that. But check the discovery session. But repetition is what I'm seeing in this relationship. Something keeps happening again and again and again. So what's that? Note it in your comments below. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some tarot on this, because what I want to see is what wants to come out for this, okay? So let's see what wants to come out for this. Okay, someone wants a new beginning. So it's like it stops and there's a new beginning. It stops and, it's kind of like it starts all over again and a new beginning. It could be that's the case, but there's another new beginning that's starting. Now, this could be, recognizing the repetition that is taking place. Again, a self-limiting belief, something perhaps, that might have to do to how you were raised, perhaps as a child. It could have been that. Because we all have a bump on our path, as it pertains to our past, and we all have something to rid of. But if you're truly recognizing it now, it's time for this new beginning in this relationship, in this situation, or with you overall. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. I'm going to put another clarifier here on how you feel about them. It's like, I think that you know that they want a new beginning, or you want a new beginning here, okay? But how you feel about them is that you know that something keeps happening again and again is what I see, okay? Any more from the tarot over here? Okay, the clarity is here. Yes, guys. Okay, I love this, Cancer. Clarity and insight is here, okay? The sword is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type of energy. You might be dealing with that particular sign or just taking on this clarity now based upon that repetition card. But this is about a potential for victory, a potential for clarity, and this is power, okay? So the interesting thing, Cancer, is you hold the power in this to make this change, to lead the change in this, okay? Because I think you might recognize it a little bit more and might need to call it out. So note your comments below, but this is good. This is good. Okay, let's go ahead to the other side and let's talk about how this other person is feeling right here, how they feel about you, how this other person feels about you. Let's see here, okay? Connection. They feel they have a connection with you. I think they feel that it is a really deep bond that is shared that perhaps maybe is not spoken. I think that they really feel emotionally for you because this is in the sea, right? The sea of emotions. You know, they feel deeply for you. They might not be talking about it because I feel that they're hiding, you know, beneath their emotions. You can kind of see how it's hidden, you know, and again, sorry for the glare, guys. But you see how she's kind of hidden in the sea with all the starfish and shells around her, and all you can really see is her head peeking out. It's almost as if this person is hiding, this person feels that you're hiding your emotions. It could be the case, or this person is hiding their emotions, but I truly think that that might be the case. Something is being hidden, you know, in the situation, but there is a very deep connection that goes really, you know, it's an emotional connection, attachment. So that's what I'm seeing here. Let's go ahead and use the tarot and see what wants to come out here. What would that look like? How do they feel about you? They do have a connection towards you. They feel like you're the Empress, right? They feel like you're really nurturing. You have got that like fertile energy, that you like nice things. You're willing to work hard for them. You want a new beginning and you want a new birth. Now, this could be a pregnancy for some of you. Now, you either could be pregnant or someone around this person is pregnant, but how they feel about you is they see you as the Empress. Beauty, which is really gorgeous, okay? So you're on your yummy Empress energy, okay? And male or female, it doesn't matter. This is saying the feminine energy is standing out. And that's what this is talking about. And she's all things of beauty and femininity, okay? Anything else on how they feel about you? Wow, they want to come with an offer, okay? Could have someone that might have a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or, you know, that type of sign, but they're coming in very, very slow, all right? It's a solid offer, though. They're on this real solid horse and offering an opportunity. It is a knight, though. So knights are all about emotion, and this is about being very romantic and being very charming, okay? So there you have it. So again, a new beginning, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at what you make together, okay? What you make together and see what that is for you, all right? Let's see what you make together. Motion. Wow. You know, I almost feel that this is up in the air. And what I mean by that is that I think there is a lot of motion, but it's a subconscious motion. It's like this ethereal type of energy, of type of love, that it's like knowing without knowing type of love, that you know that you need to make a change, that a change needs to happen in this. And this is seeing what you when you motion together and it's equal on both sides, you're going to find that things make a really big change. But yeah, that's exactly what I see here. It's like something needs to come together. It needs motion to it, okay? Ridding of the repetition, it needs some sort of motion. Maybe it's stalled out right now. Maybe you live at a distance. Maybe you are not seeing this person, maybe not talking to this person in some way. But it needs some sort of motion to keep alive, because if you don't do anything and on either side, it falls flat, right? So if you want to keep this going, if you both want to keep this going, it's going to need some sort of motion, okay? And maybe there's a decision that needs to be made here as well, is what I'm thinking. But yeah, that's what I see here. There is some sort of motion that needs to take place to make this actually work, okay? It's like cause and effect. For something to happen, you have to know what you want and and for the future and act accordingly, okay? Be aware of the forces that are influencing your decisions though right now. So whatever backing you up in terms of the motion that you make, heed of that. Make sure that it checks in with your higher self, I think is one of the biggest things I want to say. Because it's all about it's like it's almost as if the spoke on the wheel is just a minor setback. It's not a disaster or anything like that. So if you are apart and things aren't working out in a relationship or a situation, hold on here. This is about shifting of some sort of limiting belief in the relationship or in this situation to make this change, okay? And really replace it for instead of hoping for change, act with change, right? Create the motion. So this is kind of news for both of you. Let's see what the tarot has to say about this one, okay? Let's see what that is, all right? Here we go. Hierophant, getting guidance, right? Spiritual guidance. Either you're giving it or receiving it, and vice versa on the other side. But in order to make this work, this is it's a higher spiritual connection. Now, Hierophant could be marriage as well, but this is talking about, to me, that it's just all about, what's the word that I want to even say about this? It's like getting, just getting, it's some sort of belief system, what has been believed, right? So maybe, again, something that was maybe thought or believed before is now no longer true for you. A lot of things could happen. So maybe there is some sort of change in that. Maybe you're seeking higher counsel or, someone for some guidance on a spiritual aspect. But I think this is a really spiritual connection as well. What you make together, oh, wow. If it's not on the spiritual plane, it's actually going this way, okay? You feel tied to this person. Now, again, you could be doing a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This has a propensity to perhaps be a little bit of like you're attached to someone, a little bit more that you feel connected to someone and you don't know why. This is your chance and opportunity to change it for a healthier way. So whether you need to make a change that's based upon your higher good, your highest good and your highest self, and make the motion in that direction, or really, decide, it could have to do with, again, the limiting belief or this relationship, okay? Because if something keeps happening over and over and over again, there's time that needs to clear. Either something's got to change, and if it's just you, then you might as well, right, you have to stop and think about it. Well, if you're going to be the change and the other person's not going to change, in this, and it's going to make it the situation or relationship deteriorate, then that's a decision that you have to make. Hey, do I want to stick with this or do I not want to stick with this? But I think you feel really connected with this person, and it actually can get to be a codependent type thing is what I'm feeling. So just, seek your higher self advice. Again, look into, before you make a move, what is sprouting from that move? What thoughts, beliefs, and feelings and desires are coming out of you wanting to take this motion? Because it asks you to check in with that to see if that is totally your truth or if you're falling into some sort of negative pattern again. Okay, so check. That's all I'm saying, Cancer. Okay, and I'm a Cancer moon, guys, so I'm right there with you. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at what it is you need to know most about them. What it is that you need to know most about them, okay? So I'm listening to this too. Oh my gosh, okay? All right, so what is it that you need to know about them? Potential. There is a potential for things to work out and to change if we get rid of the fear factor that's happening here. It looks like there is a potential, but it's about, again, ridding of some sort of negative belief system or something something that served you as a child, because you're in the kind of like the chest cavity of this woman. And sorry guys if you can't see it too well, but yeah, and it's saying that there is potential, but you got to let go of the fear and let go of how you feel things should work out. All right. This is about just, putting your manifestation out there and, putting it in your quote unquote vortex, as, Abraham talks about, and, Esther Hicks, if you follow that. But that's basically saying is that, hey, it may have served you before to kind of cower back and hide and not respond, but this is saying, no, it's time to change that and to orchestrate this in a new way. And I think that's what's happening here. There is a potential for something good whether is for you to make a change or in this relationship to make the change, if you're rid of the fear that has held you back and perhaps has been repeating itself cycle after cycle. Same scenarios, just different characters, okay? So that's what I'm seeing, all right? So that is what you need to know about them, is that there is a potential, this person or you, and I'm going to throw that out because sometimes it could go opposite, but this person might have some sort of fear, and they're trying to overcome that right now, okay? So just note that. I'm going to clarify it with the tarot. So there is a potential for something to work, and there's a potential for this person to let go and rid of the fear, right? Get rid of this. This is what I get, the Ten of Swords. It's keeping them up at night, this repetition, right? Ten of Swords. Again, you could be dealing with it's a Nine of Swords. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But what you need to know most about them is they're up all night. So if you are, away from each other, or if it's a situation, whether in work or whatever, it's driving you nuts. And this is about saying to get rid of the fear. Stop the cycle, okay? Stop the cycle. And do check us out from Beyond the Read and schedule your discovery session, okay? All right. So let's see what else it wants to come up. Yeah, it's like you want an equal balance of the situation. Now, it could be one person that's giving money and then the other person is receiving. It's time to balance that out. So this is the Six of Pentacles, which talks about growth. So this is saying that there is growth here. There's a possibility for growth if you both balance things out, okay? So what you need to know about them is they might be a Libra you're dealing with too, or a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But there is a need in this relationship, in this situation, to be balanced, okay? And it's going to take, two to do it, all right? So maybe one's doing a lot of the work and the other one's not doing any of it, all right? Let's take a look at what are the blocks and difficulties in this situation. Blocks and difficulties in this situation. If we haven't covered some of that already, right? Let's see. Alliance. This is about coming together, guys. Coming together. There's luck in coming together. You see, there's a rabbit there. It's quite beautiful, right? This, rabbits are soft and they're cuddly. But a lot of times, in this alliance, it's been too hippity hop, right? It's been too much like that. Jump here, jump here, jump here, come together, jump away, come together, jump away. So it's kind of like it's time to make alliance with that. Stop the insanity, right? And that's what it's saying here. So this is about coming together in alliance and both transforming, right? Transforming together, for the growth of the situation or the relationship. So it's creating an alliance, coming together, and calm, cool, and collective, and saying, okay, is this something that can work or is it not? But it's about, sometimes when you go away, you're also transforming. You're both growing. So it's just a matter of how much hippity hop you're willing to kind of go with. All right. So let's see what the tarot says on this alliance here. What are the blockage and difficulties? The blockages is not coming together, okay? So you might, again, be at a distance of something. That could be the case. Yeah, it's about balancing things out. So it's about maybe this, what's blocking things is there's something that needs to be more balanced, right? So the same thing that comes up again, something that needs to be more balanced. The twos are about duality, and it's just about, having adaptability and balancing the relationship, the situation. That's what I'm seeing here. And then I get the single woman's card here a little bit. Okay, so some of you might be focusing on your wealth and might be focusing on all your hard work. This is the 9, which means coming to fruition. So there's a decision that's going to be made as in terms of a decision. Here, let me do this. There is, sorry about that, guys. They're flying all over, okay? There's a decision of balance or some sort of balance that needs to be made as it relates to this situation. It's a 9, which means coming to fruition. So is it going to be an alliance or is it not going to be into alliance? So that's something to think about. All right. So that is the blockages, right? Is indecision, balancing, coming together. Is one person want to stay single and just focus on their coin? Does the other person want, it's about coming together in terms of that. And anything else in terms of blockages? I'm going to pull the soul trees. Let's just see here real quick. Anything blocking, coming together. Wow. Okay. So in this alliance, if you there's unexpected gifts, I think that you both might be learning in this relationship or in this situation. This is gorgeous, guys. This is really gorgeous. So just, I mean, just note that you could have some unexpected gifts and enlightenments and growth in this relationship and situation. It's teaching you things about yourself as well, I'm sure, as the other person is learning too. But yeah, I mean, I just see unexpected gifts, which just tells me that, hey, be open to opportunities, be open to abundance, and be open to the synchronicities that seem to be happening, okay, in this situation. Let's take a look at the best way to move forward. What is the best way to move forward, okay? Here you go, Cancer. Here it is. What is it? Both of you being dependable, you know, each on your own and then with each other. Boy, oh boy, does that ring true to some of you? Note your comments below. But before you can come together, you've got to have something to build upon, right? And you've got to be dependable to create some sort of solid foundation. It's got to have something there. Otherwise, you're building in quicksand, right? It's just fly by night, right? You know, hippity hoppity, right? So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. It's like it's about both as individuals being dependable, coming together and saying, hey, you know, it's kind of like grabbing this, grabbing each other's hand and saying, okay, I'll depend on you, you can depend on me, and having that dependability factor, okay? Because that's a foundation that's something that can be, you know, added to in terms of moving forward on a foundation. That builds a layer of foundation, okay? So if you want dependability, be dependable, okay? That's what this is talking about. I don't know who other got this too, guys. I don't know if it was Sagittarius that got that, but you want to check out your sun, moon, rising signs as well, okay? All right, so let's pull a clarification. Well, I'm going to pull a peace card on this. Dependability is key. What else is really key in terms of the best way to move forward, okay? Best way to move forward. Wow. Okay. Interesting. And I haven't seen this one in a while. But this is about talking about making it a priority to be dependable, right? That is one respect that you can take this as. But it's also another opportunity that it could be that, you know, making it a priority, you know, today is to love yourself, really focus on loving yourself, okay? And it's really, really key. This is all about that. Identify the one thing that's going to make a big difference in this relationship or in this situation, and make that the priority. Okay. So what is the priority in this relationship or situation? Okay. You know, be it to, what is the one thing that is important to do? Just do it. And this is saying to do it well. Okay. So that's what I'm getting there. And I think there's kids playing outside, guys, so sorry for the noise there, but that's it. But this is about taking one breath after another, one step after another, right? And really seeing what it is that you need to do, right? And then you can make that a priority. Use your third eye, right? That's coming through. Maybe it's about to take off the mask as it pertains to this certain situation or relationship and to make you a priority, or to take off the mask in this relationship and to see what is that one priority that I could make that would help us be more dependable, or help me be more dependable in this relationship or this situation to create an alliance, okay? So that is coming through for me as well. Anything else in terms of the soul tree cards? The best way to move forward? Anything else? Symbolism. Interesting. So this just tells me that symbolism is going to be key. And this is about numbers. This is about any sort of symbols, animals, colors, anything that you see. Look beneath the surface there and then get some information, because that's what this is talking about. It definitely wants you to pay attention to, you know, just clues from the universe. So it's just going to show up unexpectedly, or perhaps repeatedly, right? Again, as we came upon your side at the very beginning, we had, we had that repetition, right? Symbols, you know, that may give you, or things that are situations that keep happening that need for you to look at a much deeper level, more of a subconscious level, okay? So symbols is one of them. So that's very much key there. Anything else in terms of the best way to move forward that could help you? Here it is. Support. Sorry, guys. I'm going to close it out here soon because these guys are playing hide and go seek or something. They're having a good time. But this is about support. And this is about getting support for each other. And this is in terms of supporting each other in terms of growing together. Okay. So, yeah, I think they're playing baseball or something. So, but anyway, yeah, this is about getting support and supporting each other in the process to do better, to be better. Okay. And the sun, it's almost like the moon is there, but it's like the sun is coming out up right in front of it. So that whatever's hidden, the sun is going to shine a light on. If you support each other, it's going to help you both grow. It's like you've got two people growing and then something growing together that leads to light, right? Okay. So this is really, really beautiful. So the support is just all about allow others to hold you up and give you that extra boost if you need it. And compassion, and then offer your support where it's needed as well too. Okay. So guys, I hope that this resonated with you. I look forward to seeing you next time. And until December, namaste.